Hey guys, Ben with KCT here, aka Bad Bobby Moonshine. So, real quick today, got a video for you. I'll be talking about the Monstrum Tactical, I know, Shrapnel offset mount for your optics. So, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Super homie, man, makes me feel good when I see that come through. So, and you guys like making me feel good, I can tell. So, no worries there. But I want to go ahead and talk about this Monstrum mount. So, it's pretty interesting. It is obviously a clone of the Unity Tactical mount. So in this case, it doesn't have a QD or anything like that. It secures by 3 of these little bolts. They actually do, I believe, give you 2 spare bolts in the package, which is kind of nice in case you lose one while you're installing it. It does go ahead and give you a little bit of offset there. As you can see, the optic is actually set forward from the receiver a little bit. But I like it because the low profile one, which is one that I have here, goes ahead and raises your optic height by about 0.42 inches. So that was just enough to give me good clearance over the front sight tower. So in this case, I don't see the front sight tower at all on this 10.5. I do have rear flip up sight and a QD on the optic, so I can go ahead and ditch the optic if I want to, and then just go right to irons, and this will not get in the way. So no big deal there. But it does make this such a much more pleasant gun to shoot. 10.5 is a pretty brutal short gun, and it didn't really help matters much by adding a nice brutal break to it. And you know, that is what it is. But I really like being able to have a much higher head position on the gun than I typically would have. I'd be scrunched down here. And this gun, I've done a lot to tune it to the recoil and calm that down a little bit. They hog the gas port open pretty wide from the factory on this PSA upper. And so I have it's the BCM Mark II, I believe it is, receiver extension. And that is a clone of the Voltor A5, so it uses A5 buffers. So you have a little bit more of an extension there than you normally would have. But being able to get down behind the optic and not have to scrunch down is really, really, really choice. Definitely love it. So this thing's held up really good down at the range. Had no issues with it so far. Haven't beat it with a water bottle or anything crazy like that. But the optic has held zero, and again, you're dealing with a little bit more height over bore because obviously you're raising a already elevated optic above the receiver. But for me, it just fits the bill. The front sight post is not even visible if you are on the gun there. So as you can see, goes ahead and clears that right up. So there's no issues there. Personally, also like running the light cap, so we're not running or getting any negligent light discharges going on there. But yeah, I like it so far. It's been a really good attachment method. I definitely like the way that it's attached with the 3 bolts, not 2, and it does have recoil stops in there as well. So it does help out a little bit. And they did scallop it out. The machine is actually pretty decent on this thing. But they do scallop out the lugs there on the top. As you can see, they remove some of the internal Picatinny material that you'd see on a normal upper receiver there. So yeah, so that's good. But if you're looking for an inexpensive way to go ahead and raise an optic, I would definitely think about something like this. Number one, it looks cool. It looks very high speed. You know, I can be all the cool high speed guys that I see on Instagram now. Number two, it just works, and it's about 20 bucks. So if you're looking for something like that is not going to break the bank, I'd definitely look at maybe picking one of those up. Not sponsored by Monstrum. Don't have an Amazon affiliate account yet or anything like that. So there's nothing for you to click on, nothing for you to buy. Just my recommendation that if you're looking for something like this, go ahead and pick one up. I know the tall mount, I think, is 0.86 inches, so that really brings it up there. But again, I already had a riser on the optic there, so I didn't really need to go ahead and do much as far as raising it up there. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It does make the gun nice and easy to shoot. It does make it very easy to get behind the optic and not have that giant front sight just hogging up your your sight picture there. What they will say is, especially with this grip, which is the Dai-Frico Kung Fu grip, it does make it really nice to just get snugged up on there, and you're able to be a lot higher up on the gun. And the way that the grip is, and it's at such a reduced angle that you're really like scrunching your arm up there hard, works out really, really well with this optic setup. So guys, if you're looking at something like this, I say go ahead and pick one up. 20 bucks. It could be an experiment that goes horribly wrong, but I really don't think it will be. So I'd say check it out. Guys, if you have any questions, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Throw those questions down in the comment box below. I have more for you later. See ya.